Well, we officially have a date for the governor's special session, November 15th through the 19th. The governor called the special session last week to discuss workers and vaccine mandates. But his Republican counterparts may not be on his side. Jake Stoffen explains just because they're in the same party doesn't mean they'll agree.
There's an old adage in the state capitol on special sessions: don't call one unless you know the outcome.
You really want to try to put everything in order first.
In a 1989 special session on abortion restrictions, former Governor Bob Martinez's Director of Legislative Affairs, Pete Dunbar, saw firsthand what can happen if the executive and legislative branches aren't on the same page.
Governor Martinez was one example in his experience, and Governor Askew had a similar experience when he tried to take Florida off of daylight savings time. And he couldn't reach the consensus inside the legislative prerogative. That's the challenge that we don't know the answer to yet.
And there are early indications Republicans aren't aligned on banning private employer vaccine mandates.
There's a real split on the idea of whether the state should interfere with private employers.
When Senate President-designate Kathleen Passidomo was asked if she supported a ban on private employer vaccine mandates, she said she would have to see the actual legislation, but also added,
I support, freedom for businesses to make sure that they're successful.
And while Republican lawmakers may have different views on whether the government should be interfering with private businesses, all of those we spoke with said they believe it's still important to have the conversation.
People are losing their jobs now. They have lost their jobs.
One thing is certain: Democrats intend to push back. Reporting from the state capitol, Jake Stoffen, Channel 4, the local station.
The governor is also calling on lawmakers to limit school districts' ability to issue mandates for COVID-19, to strengthen the Parents' Bill of Rights, and to ensure workers fired over vaccines can get unemployment assistance.